Welcome to Common Sense Coalition Talk Radio, where you'll find straight talk from people with good old common sense.
I trust your opinion.
And now, for your host, she's putting sense back into nonsense.
Absolute insanity.
Well, you can hear me on the radio. You want to turn me on, turn on your stereo. You can sing along while they're playing our song. How you done me wrong, baby, crank it up.
And now, your host, Beth Ann.
And I welcome you today to CSC Talk Radio. It's my honor, my privilege, and my pleasure to be here with you today. It is Free-For-All-Friday. Your calls are welcome. We'll talk about almost anything you want to talk about at 877-895-5410. Daniel Turner will be joining us again here in just a little bit to tell us what's been going on this week. But I'm going to ask you, what is our biggest threat in America these days? What is the biggest threat? If you listen to the far left, they would tell you it's President Donald Trump. If you listen to the feminists, they'll tell you it's the Disney princesses. And if you listen to the right, they'll tell you it's the left. In reality, there are lots of threats in our nation to our liberties today. But the biggest threat is possibly you. It's possibly us, we the people, not taking our job as citizens seriously. Stupidity and many who do not know who they are and from whence they come, those are the problems. It isn't going to necessarily show up in your DNA test, but education and the knowledge of our history would help. In other words, who you are isn't necessarily going to show up in a DNA test as an American. But if you know your history, and from whence you came, and you would open your eyes to the knowledge of our Constitution, that would help. It would help us a whole lot. And I'm talking to me as well as to you. Many of us know that we're heading off a cliff. Remember, when you're standing at the edge of the cliff, one step forward is not progress. The left are leading us this way, to socialism. Socialism is not freedom. It's not prosperity. And it for sure isn't independence. We have this caravan of illegals marching our way. They say it's for asylum, but this isn't asylum. This is an invasion of our nation. I can slightly sympathize with them. They're coming from a bad country, a bad life in their country, no jobs. But invading my country with their horrible ideals is not acceptable to me. What do you believe we should do with approximately anywhere from 1,500 to 4,000 people knocking at the door? Do you think we should just be soft and accept them as they are, unconditionally? The story of a young man in Texas. He was burned alive. Who was the evil one who did this? An illegal immigrant. He was already told to voluntarily leave the country. Yeah, how many of them do that? How many of them voluntarily leave? Deport themselves voluntarily. We have bad citizens too, but these illegals that are here, that can be prevented. That crime should have never happened. That young man that caused this should have never been there, and that young man was stolen from his family. Not just killed, but tortured. As I said earlier this week, the USA is not here to employ the world. They're all coming here for jobs. Well, Make America Great is about fixing what decades of bad legislation, trade deals, and immigration laws have caused here for us. It goes much deeper, as you know, with the Federal Reserve manipulating and dictating our currencies and our economies. We, the people, must wake up and wise up to this mess. It's no longer just pick up a few pieces here and there that have been broken or misplaced. We need to start pushing back and erasing bad laws and bad agreements. The Koch brothers and the Chamber of Commerce, the big bankers, all globalists, all want cheap labor. They could care less about the safety of Americans. CSC Talk Radio is here. Who am I? Well, I'm no Rush Limbaugh, although we're both from Missouri. And I'm no Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Tucker Carlson or Lou Dobbs, On and on with the well-paid, successful talking heads. Who am I? I am you. I don't live in New York. I don't broadcast from D.C. I'm here in rural America, and that's where I plan to stay. I am you. I have no intentions of being anything else or anywhere else but your voice. It's Free-For-All Friday. Get fired up. 877-895-5410. What is the biggest threat to you today? Daniel Turner will join us shortly, as I said earlier, and I'm so impressed with him, and I hope that you are too. And help him. Help him as he helps you. So, princess and snowflakes and protesters and mobs and mercenaries, the paid protesters, lying politicians. November 6th is a call to action, and it's very important. Job evaluation time. It's time to let them go. Those who hate the Constitution and who hate you. It is Free-For-All Friday. 877-895-5410 is the number to call. Daniel will be calling in shortly. But I was kind of critical of Susan Collins earlier because she's kind of been an anti-Trump. And it's not that I think you shouldn't be against Trump for certain things, but she was one of those that I assumed, and you know what that does to people, that she was anti-Trump no matter what. But when she gave her speech in front of the Congress, the hearing for Kavanaugh, she kind of captured America. She did her homework. She knew exactly what she was talking about. And she basically found the man innocent and worthy of being a Supreme Court justice. It says in this article, and this is coming from Christopher Rudy, and he says that Susan Collins has clear eyes and a full heart. Oh, that all the American people would do their homework. And I mean all of us, including Beth. It's overwhelming. I go through this news every day, and there's been a couple of days this week where I'm so sick of it. I said, I can't get whomped up. That's what my old boss used to say. You got to get whomped up. It's hard to get whomped up about anything. What does the left have to offer you? What does the Democrat Party right now have to offer you? Do you truly want socialized medicine? That's what they're offering you. They're not offering you cheap insurance. It's not health care, it's insurance. Health care keeps going up and up and up. And it didn't just start with Obamacare. If you'll remember, it started with the PPOs and the HMOs back in the day of Hillary Clinton as the First Lady. When Bill Clinton turned it over to her, he said, if anybody can fix it, she can. Well, did it need fixing? Now it's really broke. And so are you. We're all broke if you're trying to pay for health care. So what is it that you want? What is it that you think that the Dems could possibly do for you? What are they offering us? They're offering us anger. They're offering us hate. They're offering us Obamacare back. They're offering us higher taxes. They're offering open borders. They'll say they're not, but they are. And they're offering us several years of more anti-Trump impeachment. They were going to go after Kavanaugh. They're going to make your life miserable. It's going to get ugly. November 6th is important. I know we said the 2016 presidential election was important, and it was. But right now, we're standing on that cliff. Which way are we going to walk? Are we going to go straight forward and fall straight into socialism, thick? Or are we going to back up and say, you know what, let's take another look at that Constitution and the Bill of Rights. What do they really say to us as citizens of the United States? And let's take another look at these immigration laws. Why aren't we enforcing them? Why are we being invaded like we are? Let's take another look. You're listening to CSE Talk Radio. The number to call for Free-For-All Friday is 877-895-5410. Daniel Turner will be with us, and we will all be right back.